on there and see what happens, I guess. What do you guys think? Let's go with it?
You should have made it heavier. Next one needs to be heavier.
Pivot it. Look cool coming out of the frame, my bad. That probably works, guys. Not so bad.
Alright, we're out of here.
Now we're going to leave.
Get out of here.
The Buggy is back. We have the chassis powder coated, finally. Guys, I started this project about 4 years ago. We ran it 2 years with no paint, no nothing on it. So I am ecstatic that this thing is looking so fresh. So the next few episodes are gonna be all about reassembly. So let's get to work. Okay guys, check this out. I guess I've never powder coated anything like a frame before, but just seeing like the thickness of the coat is just awesome, man. It really just kind of finishes off the look of something. So yeah, very excited about it. It also shows kind of wherever you didn't grind, or you know, some sort of trash in it, or maybe this is slag. It does show some spots, but you know, overall, I am just so excited about this thing going back together. So first things first, I believe the rear end is, I'm kind of bummed about it because I should have pulled this whole thing out of here before this and get a new fresh coat of paint on it. But I painted this last year when we put the 47 spline axles in it, so I'm just gonna slap it back in there. Now these lower links, I don't know if you can see them, they're aluminum 70-75. I believe they're 2-inch, and they don't buy 2-inch. Just get the 2.5 or larger. So I have brand new links, 2.5-inch, buried underneath here somewhere. If you can see them, they're right there, from Wide Open Design, along with a brand new PSC double-ended ram, because if you could remember, I destroyed this one, and you can see it's pretty much bent this side because I smashed a tree over here. So and yes, I still have to cut it off because I welded angle iron straight to this on both sides because it was all sort of broken. So anyways, cut this PSC ram mount off at some point. But anyways, today I want to get this rear end in there, coilovers on, and let's start somewhere. Got to start with that. All right, so this is 2.5-inch, and that's a 2-inch. Hopefully it doesn't bend like this anymore, so. Pretty clean. Let's get it installed. Okay, so got the rear shocks down, all mounted up, pretty easy. It was a little tricky trying to get this thing to play nicely enough for these to be fully extended and install. So I got it kind of jerry-rigged, and obviously it looks really tall right now because these shocks pretty much have no weight on them, just a light rear end, and then the fulcrum point is right there. So there's really not a whole lot of weight on them to compress them. So it will not set that high. Additionally, these links are awesome, 2.5-inch lowers. They look really good. So I'm definitely going to have to get a set for the front lowers, just so everything matches and looks pretty. So anyways, so that is done. Easy, right? The next thing I think I'm going to do today is get to painting. So the front axle needs painted. There's a bunch of engine parts that needs painted. The engine cage over there against the wall, that needs to be painted. And all the interior paneling needs painted. So I can't really do, I can do a whole lot of little things. The radiator could go in probably. But I do need some of the paneling to start getting installed. I don't have a motor and I don't have a transmission, so I'm really waiting to get, I can't get too far ahead of myself without the motor and trans. So I will just do some painting while I'm waiting on the other stuff and that axle, and then let's see where we can get from there. So that's what's up next.
All right, guys, we got a little bit of play, I think, in the timing set. Mike said that's probably one of the worst he's seen. It's pretty freaking bad. So she was still kicking, and we'll continue our journey. Alright, so what we found is the crank mains were pretty freaking mad. They got mad. They were pretty angry. All the connecting rods actually pretty decent. Nothing spun, no bearing spun. Just low oil pressure, and then, you know, that makes stuff get angry. So Mike said that we could probably have the engine guy turn this thing down, or whatever you got to do to make this nice and shiny again, and then we'll just get oversized bearings and it'll be good. And then the other side of it, everything looks pretty dang good in here actually. All the cylinders probably gonna get honed, and then we'll put Gen 4 connecting rods, and then I got brand new flat top pistons over there, GM flat top pistons, so be a little spicier. Okay, Michael says all the crap in the pan is not a good thing. So we'll see what we find. So there's just quite a bit of metal, I guess, or flakes in there. Maybe it's dirt, I don't know, all of it. But this is the original transmission that was in the Rockwell Jeep way back when, and it had water in this transmission. So we'll see what happens. Let's continue the journey.
Alrighty guys, that's where I'm going to call it quits on today's video. Making some progress, right? So if you guys are enjoying this build, be sure to like, subscribe, share, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks.